But what if the true secret to his superhuman speed wasn't visible to the naked eye at all? Fast twitch fibers, the hidden engine of speed. Inside Bolt's muscles lies a microscopic advantage that determined his potential long before his first race. This invisible edge, his muscle fiber composition, may be the most crucial factor in his record-breaking performances. Human muscles contain two primary fiber types, slow twitch and fast twitch. Slow twitch fibers contract relatively slowly but can work for extended periods without fatigue, perfect for endurance activities like marathon running. Fast twitch fibers, by contrast, contract rapidly and generate explosive power, though they fatigue quickly. These are the fibers that power activities requiring sudden bursts of energy, like sprinting. The average person has a roughly 50-50 split between these fiber types. Elite sprinters tell a completely different story. Research suggests that top-level sprinters like Bolt possess as much as 80% fast-twitch fibers in their lower body muscles. McGuigan and Salo's 2022 study at the University of Bath projected that someone with fast-twitch fiber composition exceeding 80% might eventually break the 9-second barrier. This extraordinary ratio isn't something you can train your way into. It's largely determined before birth and remains relatively fixed throughout life. The performance difference between these fiber types is dramatic. Fast-twitch fibers can contract up to 50% faster than slow-twitch fibers and generate 2 to 3 times more power per contraction. When a sprinter explodes from the blocks, these fibers activate almost simultaneously, creating the massive power needed to overcome inertia and accelerate a human body from standstill to top speed in just seconds. This biological reality creates an uncomfortable truth about athletic potential. Much of a sprinter's ability is determined before they take their first breath. While training can certainly optimize what you have, it cannot fundamentally change your muscle fiber composition. Someone born with 50% fast twitch fibers simply cannot train their way to 80%, no matter how perfect their technique or how dedicated their training regimen. The science behind this limitation is clear. Muscle fiber types are determined primarily by genetics, with some influence from the hormonal environment during fetal development. By the time a child is born, the basic template is set. Training can improve the performance of existing fibers, but cannot convert one type to another in significant numbers. This creates a biological ceiling that training can approach but never break through. When scientists study the muscles of elite sprinters, the differences compared to average humans are striking. Their fast twitch fibers can generate force about 1.5 times faster than those in average humans. Their peak power output, the maximum energy they can produce in a single burst, measures nearly twice as high. Even among untrained individuals with high fast twitch percentages, these fibers remain largely dormant until activated through specific training. Elite sprinters have both the genetic advantage and the training to maximize it. These specialized muscle fibers explain much about sprint performance. The explosive acceleration of the first 30 meters comes from the fast twitch fibers' ability to contract quickly and powerfully. The remarkable top speeds achieved during the maximum velocity phase result from these fibers generating more force with each stride. But the inevitable slowdown in the final stretch? That's also explained by fiber type. Fast twitch fibers fatigue rapidly as they deplete their energy stores and accumulate waste products like lactic acid. This muscle composition creates a physical paradox for sprinters. The very fibers that make them explosively fast also guarantee they can only maintain peak velocity for a very limited time. This explains why even the greatest sprinters can only hold their absolute top speed for about 1 to 2 seconds before beginning to slow. It's not a failure of will or technique. It's a biological limitation built into the muscle fibers themselves. Bolt's extraordinary muscle composition gave him remarkable advantages, but it also highlights the genetic component of elite athletic performance. His fast twitch percentage, combined with his unusual height and stride length, created a sprinting machine that could both accelerate powerfully and maintain top speed longer than his competitors. Largely genetic and sets firm biological limits on performance. What does this mean for the future of sprinting records? It suggests that breaking records requires finding individuals with increasingly rare genetic advantages. Each new world record holder likely represents a more extreme outlier in terms of fast twitch fiber percentage and distribution. As records improve, the pool of humans capable of breaking them shrinks. Based on our understanding of human muscle physiology, scientists have attempted to calculate the absolute theoretical limit for 100-meter sprint times. These calculations, incorporating known limits of muscle fiber contraction speeds, energy systems, and biomechanics, suggest that the absolute fastest a human could potentially run 100 meters would be around 9.27 seconds, just 0.31 seconds faster than Bolt's current record. This theoretical limit assumes a perfect combination of factors: optimal fast twitch fiber percentage, ideal biomechanics, perfect conditions, and flawless execution. Reaching this time would require finding someone with even more favorable genetics than Bolt, combined with perfect training and technique. Given how rare Bolt's combination of attributes already is, finding someone significantly better becomes increasingly improbable. The evidence from muscle fiber research suggests we're approaching the asymptotic limit of human sprint performance. While we may see incremental improvements through better training methods, nutrition, and recovery techniques, the fundamental biological constraints remain. The 9-second barrier represents not just a psychological milestone, but potentially a physiological one as well. Yet biology rarely deals in absolutes. The incredible diversity of the human genome means there's always a possibility, however small, that someone exists with an even more favorable muscle composition than we've ever measured. Someone with perhaps 85% fast twitch fibers combined with optimal limb proportions and neural efficiency might push the boundaries just a bit further. But muscles alone don't create a champion sprinter. Even the perfect muscle fiber composition requires an equally optimized delivery system. The most powerful engine is useless without the right chassis and transmission to harness that power.